Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Premium black news tonight. Oh, yeah. Never mind the Supreme Court and Donald Trump. Never mind Joe Biden at Camp David with his family discussing whether he should or should not run. No. Premium black news. Officer Ricky, who I used to fuck with, no more. Punched in his shit by Icarus. Get his name right. He's a rapper. He's a rapper out of Vancouver. And for those of you dumb fucks who don't know your geography, Vancouver is nowhere near Toronto. It's hours and hours and hours away. But I am here to entertain the bullshit this evening. Punched in his shit. He didn't want to smoke. He stepped back after the cup and the cigarette was knocked out of his hand. He's pulling up his trousers on his sloppy, out of shape ass. Oh, and they beat that big security nigga half to death. Beat him senseless. He got up and then started stumbling into the wrong direction. They knocked the DJ out because I guess that dumb fuck thought he was going to play the Kendrick Lamar diss track. And somebody more than likely, if I can just ramble here for a second, more than likely said something about Canada, not knowing that Vancouver is very different. Again, it's nowhere near the 6. But for those of you who want to entertain the bullshit, yo, Drake said, are the shooters or goons? Please call in. I'm here for the nonsense this evening, okay? Let me also say with regards to Icarus, some of you have been saying he's Hell's Angels. Well, he might be affiliated, I don't know, but he's a rapper. So if you ask me, he's a real nigga. He's a real nigga, okay? Okay, Rick Ross has responded somewhat, sort of. He's trying to downplay the whole thing. I need to hear from Florida niggas tonight. South Florida in particular, because I spoke to just maybe 2 or 3 people from Jacksonville, and they said, no, don't try and put that on us. So I have to more so focus on, Carroll City, Miami Gardens. Oh, hold this L. This is your L. Rick Ross not only got punched in his shit, pow, but it looked like they gave him and his team time to get out of here. What are you talking about, Drake? Phone lines open right now. Good evening, troll babies. How you guys doing? Thank you for reaching out to me via email. I had a wonderful day. I got stuck in the rain with a classic vehicle. We may or may not talk about that later, okay? But we're going to focus on Officer Ricky punched in his shit by rapper Icarus. By the way, Icarus is on Instagram. His page is on private, Icarus.wolfhouse. Yeah, he's not even, if you ask me, looking for the clout. Rick Ross is probably talking some old game, goofy shit. Oh, man. So he got yapped in his shit, as we say back in the days. Yapped in his shit. Oh, and the DJ. Does anybody have Rick Ross's DJ's name, huh? They knocked him the fuck out, and then somebody tried to take his sneaker. That's that Brooklyn shit. Oh my goodness. Ricky Dredd from We Love Hip Hop. I know you're hours and hours away from Vancouver, but if you want to call in, please do so. Shelby GT, who I fuck with heavy. If you want to call in, just text me, all right? God. I've been giggling all day, but I was busy. It's Monday, and the troll babies sent me donations that say, old nigga, we on go time. Let's go. All right, so here I am. All right, guys, showrunner. I have to get at Remy Ma. I do. Maybe this will be some type of, what do you call that, an intervention or something? This old mammy pushing 50, she was on Instagram recently, sitting there smoking an e-cig, some type of vape, and just talking real crazy about this 3 people she wants to slap. And you know what? You guys were right. I was wrong. I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt when her son got arrested, her eldest son, for first-degree murder. You told me, nah, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. You're right. This old confused New York rapper who still thinks that, she can run up to radio stations or she's on social media talking like how they used to do back in the days. I was there. They would go up to the radio station and talk crazy and nobody would challenge them. Social media wasn't popping like that back in those days. She's now talking about there's 3 people she wants to slap. When I see you, it's on site. You might as well call 911 now and then the other one. Well, Remy, you're broke as fuck. Let me just keep it real. Nobody's calling 911 for you. And your dumb ass needs to realize that today, and I don't wish this upon you, more than likely somebody will shoot your dumb ass. Talking about she's going to smack people. This is what a old goofy woman does. And I'm saying this from a place of concern. Your son, to my knowledge, is still locked up. She ain't got the money. Fat Joe ain't giving her the money if he's even got it. Oh, he's another fraud. Talking about smacking people. You should be thanking Jesus, your Lord and Savior, or just, talking a different type of talk. Thanking the people. Instead, she's going back and forth. And salute to whoever was in her IG live. I don't follow that weirdo, Remy Ma. Somebody said, oh, she's aggressive and she needs to take a gummy. And they were right. She said, no, I'm not aggressive. I just don't care. Of course you don't care. That's why your dumb ass was sat down for 8 years. That's my showrunner. If you saw the video, call in. Let's talk about it. I don't play with New York rappers, folks. I just don't. Let me take a sip of my wine. Good evening, troll babies. How you doing? Vancouver, tap in. Huh? Oh, he's lucky. Let me just say this again. Rick Ross is lucky he wasn't in Nova Scotia, the home of my nigga, Pat Stay. They would have popped his top in Nova Scotia. Never mind Toronto. Okay, but Vancouver is above Seattle. They've never won the Stanley Cup. I watch hockey. I was raised on hockey. That's why they're on go time. Always. All right. Other things we may or may not discuss this evening, because I think I might want to do a marathon show. Will Smith performed at the BET Awards. Did anybody watch Will Smith? I don't watch BET. Will Smith performed. I just saw a little clip. He had a big ass choir behind him. He had flames, and he's rapping. Now I've always fucked with Will Smith rapping. I've always liked him. Salute to DJ Jazzy Jeff. Pioneers. So I wasn't mad at the song. I'm an atheist, so I mean, that God. I said, okay. But what'd you guys think? Did anybody see Will Smith at the BET Awards, huh? Luxury optic design. Hey, man, I need to make sure you have a wrench from my live chat. You're a sponsor. Please email me when you get time. Send me the link to your YouTube channel. Okay, it's one of my sponsors, Luxury Optic Design. Okay. All right. Bone doing work. I see you, my nigga. Do you want to call in? Are you tapping in? Let me get him on the line early. Hold on a second. I'm turned the fuck up. Bone doing work, man. Thank you for your early support. Are you there, sir? On a Monday.
Yes, sir.
What's cracking, man? How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. But at the same time, I'm feeling a little let down because America might have just took an L to Canada. So I'm feeling.
Have you ever been to Vancouver? Bone doing work.
No, but I'm from Milwaukee, so I be in up north Wisconsin. We get a lot of Canadians around there.
Okay. Well, listen, contrary to popular belief, you got a lot of gangster niggas that have come out of all parts of Canada. Those white boys are turned the fuck up in Vancouver. And I'm not even saying this was racially motivated. Icarus is a rapper. You ever heard of him?
No, I ain't never heard of him. I didn't even know that he was a rapper until your video right now.
Yeah. I do research. I come on the microphone ready. Icarus's homie is signed to Snoop Doggy Dogg. They just wanted Rick Ross to watch your fucking mouth. This is Vancouver. We're not Toronto, which is hours away. Come on.
Facts.
Sheesh.
Man, it's just stupid sad. You know, I was one of those people that would always defend Rick Ross about his little correctional officer, little allegations, because I knew dope boys, I knew gangsters that was correctional officers. But man, Rick Ross ain't even have a knife on him. Come on, man, he looked so bad. He looked disgustingly bad. Even his big homie, who was like 6'5", caught the beats. That dude was huge. He's one of the biggest dudes I ever seen, and he caught the beats. They took out his biggest homie.
Yeah, big and out of shape.
I think
big and out of shape.
Facts. That's what I was telling my homie. I was like, he just got a tall version of himself. They two fat niggas.
Yeah.
Two fat niggas just got beat up on.
Yeah.
That's why you got to walk around with people built like Brock Lesnar and Batista, some steroided out people. You over here walking around with out of shape people. Come on now. But yeah, man, I was just calling to say that was an insane L. I ain't never that might be the biggest L I've seen in hip hop in the last few years.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to give the W to Drake. I was banging Drake today. I ain't banging.
Well, hang on. How many hours? You're in front of your computer right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Type in how many hours is Vancouver from Toronto. Go ahead. I'll wait for you.
How many hours is
Vancouver from Toronto? Give me a second, folks. This is a young Puerto Rican. What do you say?
Toronto. I typed in UK on accident, but 3 hours.
Are you sure? You're sure?
How many hours is I accidentally typed in behind. All right, here we go. Here's the real answer. 5 hours and 5 minutes on a flight.
On a flight, yeah, on a fucking flight. So they were just letting him know, hey man, you're playing Kendrick Lamar, you know, as if, you know, you ain't standing amongst real niggas. I have to salute them in Vancouver because they could have stabbed him. They could have really gave him that work. Now hang on a second. I want to do a deep dive on this. Did you notice Officer Ricky? He stood back as his security got pounded the fuck out. Did you notice that?
Oh man, he was playing the magician. He was in and out of there every time something was going down. I'm like looking for him. He's over here playing the magician, disappearing. He had the best disappearing act I ever seen. It was, hey, this is the only way. This is the only way he can make this up. He got to come out with a super boss. Hey man, sometimes the king got to let the pawns take a fall. Other than that, I don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah.
That's the only thing he can say at this point.
I think,
man, Drake up.
Listen, I appreciate you calling in, man. But again, this ain't got shit to do with Drake. Nobody in today's game, nobody is putting in work on the strength. But you know, I'll entertain, you know, the conspiracy. Oh, Drake sent the goons. But you know, anything else you want to mention? Or you have to speed on Remy Ma? She wants to smack people. Bless her heart. Goofy.
No. I've been working too much. I've been working way too much. I haven't been catching up on stuff. I didn't hear about the Remy Ma stuff.
Okay.
I really just called for the Rick Ross stuff.
Okay. I appreciate the call, man. Have a good one. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Peace out.
Okay, all right. Guys, according to the neighborhood talk on Instagram is where the video of Remy Ma talking, sitting there, you know, smoking the e-cig, vaping, whatever you want to call that silly shit. Talking about, I'm going to smack 3 people. What a goofy. The only thing she's going to do is fuck around and get shot by somebody. They're going to say, this old broke bitch, pow! Hang on a second, guys. I got a sponsor that just tapped in. Let me give him a wrench to my live chat. I see you folks on the... in the queue. Sit tight. I got time tonight. Got stuck in the rain. One of my classic vehicles. But okay, Joe, check your YouTube channel, Luxury Optic Design. See if the wrench is working. Okay, I just I did it, you know, I think I did the right thing. Let me know if it works now, okay? Hey, Penelope, thank you for your donation. Okay. Maurizio, thank you for your donation. Okay. Francois, are you from France? Things are about to change in France. Yes, they have now got the right in control. They haven't had the right in control since the Nazi era. Blade, I see you, my nigga. Okay. He says Dade County got to hold this capital L. Fat nigga let a bunch of maple leaves from the 6. But no, it's not the 6. Blade, come on, it's Vancouver. Jesus Christ. Let me go to area code 216. Good evening. You up to speed? We're talking about premium black news tonight. Ricky Rose, manhandled. Vancouver, are you there?
Big nigga.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, big nigga.
Good evening.
Oh yeah, we got chickens coming home to roost, man.
There you go.
When I seen that video, I knew it ain't had shit to do with Drake. Excuse my language. I knew it ain't had nothing to do with Drake. Ross was talking all of that white boy.
Mm-hmm.
So them white boys brought it to him, you know. And honestly, everybody.
That white boy's a real nigga. His name is Icarus. That white boy's a real nigga.
What? I never heard of him, but salute, real nigga.
Yeah.
And they was dropping all type of nigga this, nigga that. And so, he sitting up calling Drake white boy, you know, so they took it personally like, man, everybody talking about, they from Canada, bro. It ain't where you from, it's how you come. You know what I'm saying? It don't pause, but
talk about it.
I feel like this wasn't even the biggest L for Ross because I always knew the nigga was a fraud. You know what I mean? Because if you look at any confrontation he's getting into, he never really with the smoke. You never seen a nigga throw hands. You never really heard about the nigga on the street putting in no type of work, even having a fight. So the nigga been a fraud. The GDs made the nigga, but they shot the nigga whip up and he bowed down to them niggas. So he all of that. You seen the nigga punching a punching bag before. He built like Foghorn Leghorn. And she's like, what are you going to do to somebody?
Now, hang on a second. Are you talking about back in 2014 when he was driving the, was it a double R or something? And you had the little Haitian niggas. All they were doing was just testing their guns. And this nigga crashed into a restaurant. Remember that? Rick Ross?
Man, the nigga crashed that nigga. Yeah, nigga crashed out like that. Just being go. So you talking all of
the hate misses nothing.
Talking all of this. Nigga, you might be a boss, nigga, but you ain't a leader, nigga. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? So, nigga, when you a leader, you don't even put your team in them type of situations. You taking your ass up there to Canada, thinking it's sweet, and you know damn well when you cross them borders, if you got niggas with felonies, they ain't getting across them borders. So you might not even have your real niggas with you. So you just so arrogant and cocky that you think you can cross them borders and do what you want to do, and then got the nerve to be playing not like us. And you, man, them white boys, I salute them white boys. I don't give a damn about what niggas word they drop. Like salute the nigga.
Well, now listen, you had a couple of men of color as well. Did you see the skinny nigga in white? He was on go time. Gotta respect him. He said, what's up, nigga? What's up, nigga? Huh?
Yeah, he was the one trying to get busy. He was trying to get busy. He was with it. Yeah,
he did get busy. He punched the nigga from Carroll Gardens, the nigga with the locks, punched him in his shit.
Yeah, the nigga with the locks. Yeah, he punched the nigga with the locks, man. And Ross disappeared. That nigga Ross fell back like that Homer Simpson meme. When that nigga fall back in the bushes, you just ain't seen him no more. I said, damn, but to me, it just showed what he always been. I said, this nigga always been a fraud. You don't never hear about this nigga with the smoke for real. Yeah. He a lame with money, man. Yeah. Basically. Yeah. Like most of these niggas, man.
Yeah. I just want you to remember his name is Icarus, and he was on Real Nigga Time from Vancouver.
Okay, Icarus. That sounds like a real nigga name. That sounds like one.
He's a real nigga. It's a real nigga.
And them niggas affiliated with like Death Row or something too. Y'all heard that? Yeah, I heard they like affiliated with Death Row. So
British Columbia.
Salute to them.
I appreciate the call, man. Thank you. Yes, sir. Okay. All right. Hey, Pamela. Oh, Pamela said, she said, I'm so glad you went live tonight. She said, I sent you a donation earlier. Yes, you did, babe. You sent the donation at 2 p.m. God bless you. There is no God, but I say that to show you and your immediate family support and love. God bless you. She sent a donation and said, "Oh, nigga, let me find out you scared to go live." Terrence, you got your donation. Thank you, sir. Drake done started the FBA versus the World Civil War. I'm here to entertain the bullshit, but again, you guys have to just look on a map. Vancouver is above Seattle. It's nowhere near Toronto. Hang on. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shit, I see 305 tapping in. Dade County? North Dade?
Carol City niggas got them taking up the gun laws.
Let's go.
Hey, what's up with it, man?
Oh, man, educate us.
Hey,
come
man,
on.
Check me out, Boss Hawk. I'm from Carol City, man.
Ooh.
Like, I'm not born in a different Opelika area, like Lady City and all that shit, but Carol City, not too far from Rose. And we spoke about this a few years ago on Shot 97, me and you.
Okay.
And I was just saying, like, Rose, he ain't, like, everybody know, like, this man ain't no killer. He ain't no gorilla, nothing like that. But he also surrounded by some certified cats. You know what I'm saying? So you know how that go, bro. Like, you go get a pass a lot of times. He got that bread, and that's just how it go. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah. Now, hang on a second. You say you're from, You say you're from Miami Gardens, Carol City. So you're from there.
Yeah.
Okay. Who was the big out of shape nigga who got beat senseless? They beat him to his knees, you know. And if you ask me, they gave him a pass.
Nah,
gave him a pass.
We can't take that. We can't take that, boy. He looked like some type of security. That nigga was dusty, man. He looked like some hired security or something, man. But they did break him down, though. I seen that. They broke him down. But because I was like, when I saw him, I'm like, damn. Like what? Like I ain't seeing no familiar faces. You seeing Sam Smith, that's his DJ. You see Rose, but then you ain't seeing like the typical people that usually.
Give me the DJ's name again. Yeah. Hang on, give me the DJ's name again.
Sam Smith, but I don't think Sam Smith the one who got slept. Sam Smith had a big hat on with the green.
Oh, he got his shit rocked. I saw him get his shit rocked.
Okay, yeah, because I seen he had his backpack on and all that. They rushed him.
Yeah.
But the one who was asleep, I don't know who that was. But I know like the usual suspects, the usual guys around him, they wasn't there. And then like the last caller said, with the felons in Canada, you know, they can't get in there, man. So that one right there, I still, you know, we got to take that L, like you said. I ain't tripping on that, man. Rose, he ain't never been like that. And just on some Miami history stuff, like Carol City. And as a whole, you know, like we not like no real all that shooting and all that, like in Miami, that's new in Carol City. Carol City was where like the hustlers came to reside. Like Carol City was a all white area way back in the days. And
but listen, believe me, I know I'm a baby boomer. I remember Carol City, and I've seen niggas destroy it. Now, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Now, the big security nigga, I've seen him before with Rick Ross near the plane. So that's a Carol City nigga. That's one of his people. That's one of his people.
He trying to put that nigga on there.
Yeah, I seen that nigga with the big man breasts. Man breasts.
Man, they took that nigga. Man, they took that nigga down. Boy, I say, damn, kicking that nigga all in his mug and all. I say, damn, boy. I'm just like, you feel me? Like even a nigga who can't squabble. I don't know, bro. I was trying to put it in perspective because I'm like, even a nigga that can't squabble, bro, like out of anger, you go, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, maybe Rose, he got a jury, or maybe he tripping on that type of stuff. But I'm like, what? Like, I'm sitting there confused, but then I'm like, in his position, you know, his value and all that, maybe he got a different perspective on, you know, how to approach the situation. Because like Buddy said, that nigga just disappeared, he vanished, you know what I'm saying? And I was here confused watching that shit. I didn't even want to see it too much. I'm out of here, man.
Now listen, now hold on now, because I spoke to a couple of niggas from Jacksonville, and they said, no, that's South Florida. Don't try and put that on us. Right?
hey, look, that's real though. That's real because us Miami cats, bro, what we typically do, we try to separate ourselves from everybody else. Like, this Miami shit, we always, you know. So, hey, we gotta take it, dog. We gotta take it.
Mm-hmm. I don't like Miami. I never have. It's. I've been there multiple times, going back to when I worked at record companies. It just, for some reason, it's very phony and fake. But anyway, that area, Miami Gardens and yada yada yada.
You 100%. I moved away when I went to college, and I never went back. All my family's still down there, but I went when I went to college, I left, and I never returned. But like when I do go down there, I guess I've been away so long now, I don't even like being down there, man. Like it's just like like I'm here like 2 or 3 days. Like my family, like, when you coming back? I talked to my grandfather the other day. When you coming back? Because I don't come back at all.
Okay. Hey man, before you go, are you up to speed? Old goofy Remy Ma is up on the gram talking about she wants to smack people. Meanwhile, her eldest son, to my knowledge, is still locked up. Shouldn't she be praying to Jesus with people instead of sitting there looking crazy at her age?
You know them mammies, man. Like, you really can't. It ain't like I'm so used to seeing it, I guess, that I can block it out. I'm immune to it in a way. You know, like that's.
Can I ask how old are you, sir?
Crazy.
How old are you?
I'm 34. 34.
Okay. I don't expect you to follow my lead, you know, but back in the 80s, there was a saying: if you knew better, you do better.
You do better.
And she should know better. You know, that's that energy that more than likely her son saw her giving out throughout him coming up, and you know, we got what we got. Hey, I appreciate the call, man. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you.
Already, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Already, yes, sir. Okay. Oh my goodness, folks. My phone lines are flooded. I don't charge people to call in. Okay, but if you're sending a Cash App, I'm looking at the Cash App, or you're sending a donation, I will get to you faster. I'm just keeping it real. I'm here to talk my talk. You know, I'll get to the phone when I get to it. Chucking and Jiving TV. Big nigga, I see you. What's poppin', man? You still got credit with me. Send me an email if you've posted a video lately. Chucking and Jiving TV. Good to see you. What a wonderful day I had. If I can just go left for a second here. I woke up and stepped out into the backyard, and I just gazed upon the glory. The glory. Now, you know, I'm an atheist, so when I say the glory, it's not necessarily by way of mysticism, but I just, you know, the birds, squirrels zooming around. Life is great. Do some of you still take notice to the glory when you wake up, or do you just go right to the motherfucking the mobile device and start checking DMs and all that goofy shit? Wake up and gaze upon the glory. It might help you. It might help you. I found peace and tranquility decades ago, you know, and that's why I'm able to do this the way I do it, you know, with energy. I just wanted to say that because some people just wake up and it's anger and hostility, okay? Tyrone, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in, sir. What did he say here? It's Tyrone. Vancouver is 4,100 miles from Toronto. Yeah! These niggas talking about Drake sent the goons. Oh, okay. Forever Maryland. Okay. Yeah, I mean, listen, if Icarus is Hell's Angels affiliated, okay, I don't have a problem with that. If he's a Hell's Angels member, I don't know. Who gives a goddamn? He was at the Rick Ross performance, you know? It's not like it was somewhere in fucking, you know, somewhere in Georgia where niggas just start ripping shots inside the goddamn concert. Ricky Rose and his team just, you know, didn't know where the fuck they were. He playing Kendrick Lamar. They not like us. Dun, 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 dun. They probably took offense to it. Hey, this ain't Toronto. You fucking slob. B Jersey got your donation. Says, salute Vancouver. Real go time. Yeah. Okay. Joe Black, is your wrench working in my live chat? Joe Black, is your wrench working? Hold on a second, guys. Oh, wait a minute. Are you tapping in from British Columbia, Canada? Area code 604. Give me a second.
What's good, Star? Let me take you off speaker.
Okay.
You got me?
Yes, sir. Who am I speaking to?
Yeah, this is cool. I spoke to you once or twice before. trying to think. I think Deontay Wilder or something. Or
okay. Are you
Shannon Sharp?
Are you from Vancouver? It says British Columbia.
Yes, sir. Yes, I am originally. Yep.
Can you break it down? Tell me if I'm headed in the right direction. Icarus, he's a rapper, yes?
Yeah, I'm not from that generation, Star. I'm not gonna lie. I had to tap in with my younger niece and nephews and them and stuff like that.
Okay.
Come
on.
To kind of get And so so I was telling you when you came out, when you went all the way up to Seattle, I was telling you might as well came up to Vancouver in the Pacific Northwest there.
Right.
But what people so I don't know an equivalent that I can really make people understand, but I remember one time I was in the Midwest. I went to Gary, Indiana, and I found out just because you never heard of a place,
yeah.
Them guys can be out there and be pretty serious. And so I don't know if I think what people might have twisted is that like, oh, these are Drake's people. Drake sent the shooters after him and stuff like that. As you mentioned, this is not really, Vancouver, Toronto is a 2-3 time zones apart and stuff like that. But from what I've been told by the younger generation and everything and those that were there, I used to own a security company and stuff like that. But these guys were like in the back performers area, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a music festival, so it wasn't really backstage. But I don't know people that were saying that Ricky Rose DJ was the one playing Not Like Us, which just like anywhere else, if you go anywhere in the country or in the world right now, everybody's bumping it in Vancouver. There's no allegiance to Drake because he's a Canadian artist and stuff like that. So, but the guy Icarus, he's Mercules, who put him on or whatever like that, the big fat Scarface guy. He just got signed with Snoop's new Death Row.
I spoke about that earlier. Yeah, listen, I don't claim.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I'm not a know-it-all, man, but I mean, I know exactly where Vancouver is. Listen, I've been into the fucking NHL all my life since the 70s. So it's
there you go. All right.
And I remember you reaching out to me, but that just wasn't on my plans during my road trip. I had to go to Seattle and then drive from Seattle all the way down to fucking San Diego. So, I'll get there eventually, but, I just think that Rick Ross, he made a poor business decision, standing around with a drink in his hand and a fucking cigarette, and he paid the price. However, he's very lucky. And I don't believe in luck. He's lucky that they didn't, really try and do him dirty. They could have stabbed him. If he were in South London, they would have poked him. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, I don't try and glorify that and claim that stuff, but Van City got some people that have put in work over there. East Hastings, Surrey and all that, where Mercules and them come from. But yeah, I mean, you know what? And coming from a strictly business strategic standpoint, security did their job. They tried to protect the VIP asset, keep him out of harm's way. I think he might have took one punch that grazed him on the shoulder. But big man, you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to protect the money, man, and stuff like that. But
so I don't know what video you saw. I saw the punch connect. And there's an old saying: sometimes a good punch in the mouth will set the tone. He got punched in his shit. And he didn't want any type of smoke. So clearly we now know Ricky Rose is not on go time. He's not about that crash out life, and he needs to move different. Can finish up, please, because I'm backed up with calls here, please.
Yeah, no, fair enough. And, it's funny because he's been out here. This is not his first time out here. He's been out here on numerous of times. He loves the Van City, BC Bud. They call it Amsterdam. After Amsterdam, we've been having Bud. And so I think he got a little bit too comfortable and things like that. But I'll just leave you with this. I want to ask you, a man of your expertise and everything. I know you don't take questions, but what do you think will be the fallout in turn? I've already got, people. I want to comment on Remy Ma as well, too. But I got my people's, back in the East Coast and everything like that. They're saying, oh, now Drake, he can't go to, what's it called? Florida, South Florida.
It's not that I don't take questions, but my audience wants me to stay on topic. I have no fucking idea about Drake moving, yada yada, how he. But I'll tell you this though, I'm sure Drake rolls with about 20 deep. Half of them are probably off-duty police officers. So you won't see Drake get caught out there like Rick Ross. But I gotta go, man. Thank you for your call. Thank you.
Masada.
Thank you. Okay. Penelope, I got your donation. Yes, and baby, thank you for your donation earlier, Penelope. I was having a very very good Monday. I was up at 7:05. My pets, my squirrels, and I've got 2 little black squirrels now. My squirrels were, racing across the roof. They woke me up. I had some things to do, and then I got it going, and I got that old nigga napping, so I'm pretty energized right now. But thank you. I did get your donation and your information with regards to Rick Ross getting punched in his shit. Hold on a second, guys. War Machine 7 got your donation. Sup, star. Okay, I heard about luxury optic design on your show. I'm trying to get in contact. Okay, sir, can you go into my community section? There's a link to luxury optic design. Go into the community section, okay? I appreciate your donation. But if you can't find the community section, then I know what to tell you. Shazam, peace, Shazam, okay? Thank you for tapping in, sir, okay? Terrence, like Star, why didn't Rick bring his gang, the cops? Well, I don't necessarily have to. When I travel, I don't have to bring the cops with me. I travel pretty much alone. Not that I'm a tough guy, but if it's on, then I have been, as you may or may not know, instructed to act according. If I'm being attacked, then I shoot everybody, including my date, because more than likely the bitch, set me up. But Rick Ross, I don't know, man. I mean, he was sloppy. He was sloppy, and he looks sloppy. He doesn't look like he's in any type of shape. The big ass sweater. He looked crazy, man. At some point you have to stop with all that, the bubbly, the champagne. I mean, that whole lifestyle is fucking played out now. But thank you for your donation. Tiffany's saying an amazing day to be alive. Star Report. Thank you so much, Tiffany, for tapping in. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Tapping in from British Columbia. Yes, no, maybe. Area code 250.
Yeah, hi, Star. How are you?
Hey, I'm great. Who's this?
My name is Josephine, and I'm calling from Vancouver Island, BC, Canada.
Where do you want to start?
Well, listen, I might have an unpopular belief for most Canadians, but I think Drake really took a loss with this bullshit. Excuse my language, sorry.
Okay, come on.
Sorry. Let me tell you why, okay? Because, the Hells Angels aren't exactly known to be very fond of minorities. I mean, the origin of the Hells Angels is very clannish. You know what I mean? So, it's not a good look at all, I don't think. And, Canada is very different culturally than the U.S. I'm a dual citizen. I lived in Canada and the U.S. And I think it was, I'm just not feeling it. I think it's a bad look on Drake. I don't think this is a win for him at all. I don't know why people are seeing it as a win, because you have like the KKK backing you, basically.
Can I jump in and ask, how old are you? You're calling in from British Columbia?
Yeah, I'm 43.
43.
Yeah, I'm 43.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now hang on a second. Not that you can't have your opinion. I want to have a discussion. I'm so glad that you're called in.
Yeah, I'm open to it.
So glad that you're called in. Okay, so rapper Icarus, okay, whether he is or isn't Hell's Angels, there are many groups and or organizations that, have racial overtones and undertones. But more so, a lot of it comes from the penitentiaries, because the penitentiaries are segregated. Black, Hispanic, Chicano, Aryan nation, so on and so forth. I've never been to the penitentiary. If you ask me, I was too smart to go. I'll just say that. You feel me? So now, do you know of Icarus? You seem to be aligning him. Hang on, you seem to be aligning him with Hell's Angels. Maybe he is. I don't know. But Drake.
Well,
hang on, baby. Hang on.
Yeah.
Toronto is way the fuck on the other side of Canada. Nowhere near Vancouver, right? Nowhere near Vancouver.
Mm-hmm. Nowhere near it.
Okay.
At all.
So please
I'm personally
explain. Please hang on.
About a 2.5 hour drive to Vancouver.
Explain your connection with Drake, Hell's Angels, and Vancouver, please.
Well, Hell's Angels is all over Canada. It's a big biker gang. And all I can do is really speculate, but it seems very unlikely from me being in Canada and being 43 years old. Like, this is a biker, very like KKK, like roots. You know what I mean? And yeah, there are minorities within the Hell's Angels gang, but please understand, right? Like, in Canada, we're very diverse, and it's really beautiful. But you gather all the minorities together, and there's still more white people than minorities. Do you know what I mean? So
can I jump in?
You do get that. You get that white boy mentality where they feel like it's okay to use the N-word and flaunt it and you know, adopt it like it's their own when it's not.
Can I jump in?
I mean, like, it's just not even.
Can I, baby? Can I jump in? Can I jump in?
Yes.
Okay. So you're alluding to Drake possibly paying the Hell's Angels to handle a situation in Vancouver. Yes.
I wouldn't say pain.
If they did put hands on Rick Ross, they didn't kill him. So what is your real gripe here? They punched him in his shit, exposed him, and sent his ass packing back to the 305. Go ahead and finish up.
I guess what my point is that, you know, Drake, the whole beef with Drake, right, is how he's appropriating Black culture, being Canadian. And me being Canadian and also living in the U.S., I've seen the difference of Canadian to the U.S., okay? Like, Drake is appropriating culture, but then his only backing is KKK Hells Angels.
Okay.
So, I mean, listen, if you're really about that life, why would you even affiliate yourself with the Hells Angels?
I mean, listen, I hear what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like, to me, that makes sense. Okay. It's like, I don't know.
I got one question before you go. One question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you offer Drake some coochie and he rejected you? Keep it real.
Absolutely not. Are you crazy? No.
Drake passed in the club. He said, "Nah, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Too old for Drake anyways. I think we all know he likes them young."
Thank you for your call, baby. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. All right. Maybach music. Time to rebrand that whole thing, huh? Trash. Hold on a second, guys. I'm coming to the phone shortly. I do not charge people to call in, but you know, if you send in a donation, I pay attention. I'll just say that. Alejandro, I got your donation. Yes, sir. Viva Mexico, as always. Mexican people have been so great to me. And for those of you who don't know, I took a road trip 2 years ago from Seattle, which is below Vancouver. I took an Amtrak from Atlanta, 4 days out to Seattle, and then rented an RV and drove all the way down the fucking Pacific coast. Went through all these goddamn towns, places most people have never heard of. And I'm sure I'll never go there again, but it was a beautiful fucking trip. And the Mexican people treated me with so much love and kindness, you know. Alex, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in, sir. Okay, Joe Black says, yes, getting great traction. It's clicking. Okay, nice. Guys, in my live chat, okay, Joe Black should be in there from Luxury Optic Designs. Please go to that man's page. He'll work with you. Custom glasses, contact lenses, all sorts of fly shit, okay? Guys, I really want somebody to call in and speak about Remy Ma. I know, well, I heard she was on the BET Awards last night, half naked. You know, but she was up on the gram recently talking about she wants to smack people. I don't care who they call, smacking their fucking cheeks off. And they know it too. This is an old weirdo. This is a woman who's hitting rock bottom, clearly. And she needs to just grow the fuck up. I can't sit here at my age and look at that type of behavior and condone it as if it's cute. It's sad. Has her son been bailed out? I have no information about him being bailed out yet. She should be online thanking Jesus, crying and sobbing. She should be doing a GoFundMe. Help me, y'all. The Terror Squad is broke. Terror Squad has disbanded. I got to get my baby out. Help me, Jesus. Something, you know? Fuck out of here. Area code 609. It's late night. We're talking about Rick Ross punched in his shit. Yep, speed 609.
You already know.
Yes, sir.
I'm up to speed, my man.
Let's go.
I thought Rick Ross would have hands. He don't have. I thought he would have hands. I know his security. They were little guys. You got to hire some security. Got a big dude. They were little guys. You feel me?
Sir, you said you thought Rick Ross had hands. That's what you just said?
I thought I all the shit he talked. Excuse my language.
Sir, fuck the algorithm, sir. Fuck the algorithm. Are you on fentanyl or Sherm stick? You thought Rick Ross had hands. Let's go back. Come on. The guy had hands.
Listen, man, you out and about, you should have hands. If you don't, stay your ass home.
Right.
Facts.
Right.
Know what I'm talking about? Right. So, you know, his security guards are smaller than me. I'm 6 foot.
Ooh.
You should have some 6'5", 6'8" dudes out there ready.
So you there? Hello? Okay, his call dropped. So I didn't hang up on you. What happened? I didn't hang up on him. Guys, hold on a second. Let me just check the top of my live chat. Is the donation information there? I feel like talking tonight, goddamn. Okay. Donate and join the conversation. Super chat with Star. Okay, it's good. Streamlabs. Sir, if you want to call back, I did not hang up on you. I would like to let you finish saying what you were saying. $224. You're up next. Sit tight. 224. Okay. Anybody watch the BET Awards last night? I did not. But Will Smith performed. He's got a new song out. And let me just say this regarding Will Smith. You know, he's still in what you call crisis mode. And he needs crisis management. I think the BET thing may or may not have been a right step, you know, because most black folks, sadly, are mystified. So he's there talking about God, and I forget the name of the song, something, the darkness, and, you know. But in my opinion, the only thing that's really going to turn things around for Will, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong in that live chat, Will needs to leave Jada Pinkett. That's it. You've got to leave Jada, man. Well, I fuck with you heavy. I don't think I have ever gone in on Will Smith, with the exception of him smacking Chris Rock. And I was kind of okay with that, to be truthful, because, you know, I got strong roots in Pennsylvania, Philly, Mount Airy, Germantown, North Philly, yada yada yada. He's got to leave Jada. Well, we don't care if you start dating a transgender or if you get yourself a little 25-year-old white boy. We don't give a fuck, but you've got to leave Jada. Had to say that, okay? Let me go to area code 954. Good evening. Are you there? Monday, late night, 954. Talking about Rick Ross.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. This is King Vice. I'm calling from South Florida.
Yes, sir. Peace. How are you?
Peace. Yo, I just want to say real quick, real short, the funniest thing in the whole video with Rick Ross is when they snuffed the DJ. He wear that big goofy hat everywhere he goes.
Right.
So when they snuffed, somebody in the crowd was like, "Nah, that's the DJ."
Right. Come on.
Hey, yo, it's the funniest thing in the whole world because it's like the DJ always wear this big goofy Scully everywhere he goes. His name is Sam Sneak.
Yes, I know he is.
So when he got snuffed in the video, that's the first thing you see is the big goofy hat.
Yeah. I saw him tumble down. He reminded me of Humpty from Digital Underground.
Humpty, right, from Digital Underground.
Now, who was the guy that got knocked out? Who got knocked out and they were trying to take his sneakers? Who was that nigga?
That's Marquise. That's one of the artists on That's one of the artists on the label, Marquise.
Oh my God! Come on.
He was throwing those ghost punches. He throwing ghost punches in the air like that movie.
Yeah.
Hey yo, it was the funniest. I couldn't stop laughing all morning today. This was the funniest thing I've seen all day.
Now, let me say this. I want you to finish up. You know why we can sit here and laugh at this shit and why we have to put respect on Vancouver's because they didn't stab him like they would have done in the fucking anywhere in South London or one of those places. Nobody shot him. They didn't hit him with a fucking a little fucking a Yankee bat. They just kicked the nigga in the face. You know.
Nah, you stuff him. You stuff him and send him home.
Right.
Yo, peace, Star.
Peace.
Appreciate the show. I'll be listening all night.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay, I think 609 calling back in. Hold on a second. Is that you? Your phone dropped out. 609, yes, no, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know what happened, Star. It's all good, bro. My call dropped out. Yo, something like Rick Ross, man.
Come on, man.
I'm not saying he should have hands, or should have some type of defense around him. He's the boss. Calls off the boss.
Huh?
So, you got to have some type of some real niggas around.
Yeah.
Like, not these little niggas.
Yeah.
Just get it done. Don't pop off. Just get it done, man. Feel me?
I hear you, but now if you ask me, he's got to have real niggas like Icarus around him. Not big niggas. If you go to Instagram, Icarus.wolfhouse, he gotta have real niggas like that. He popped off.
Facts.
Come on.
Big facts. Yeah, man. If you coming outside and what was that? Toronto? Was that Canada?
Say again.
Come on, man.
Say again.
Was that in Canada?
No, sir. Vancouver. It's nowhere near Toronto. It's hours and hours and hours away. Listen. I've been fucking with Toronto since the 70s. My favorite band, Rush, is from Toronto. Okay, Vancouver. Okay. Listen. Hear me out. Vancouver, them white boys like fucking Icarus is turned the fuck up because they never won the Stanley Cup. This shit is layered. It's layered. You feel me? Feel me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Whatever topic you got tonight, man.
Well, listen, you're good, man, because I got somebody on hold, man. I appreciate you calling back. Thank you so much. Much.
I appreciate you, too. I know the rules. Don't call you brother.
Yes, sir.
And watch the algorithm.
Thank you, sir. Okay, salute. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Is this my main nigga on the trigger? Is this my main nigga on the trigger? 917. 917.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's your boy. Everybody know that Ricky's a hoe, but he still
telling lies to me. Cuban Link.
What's up, big dog? The motherfucking stars in the building. What
my
up, baby?
nigga? Hey, always good to hear your
Love
voice.
you, brother.
Hey, I'll let you call me brother, man. Salute. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. You have history.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How are you, man?
You my bro, man, from day one.
What's cracking?
Chilling, man. Just chilling like a villain, no penicillin, ready and willing. Just chilling, man. Yeah. Watching the things go down, and it's going crazy out here, man. Rappers, they got a price on our heads out here, man. I guess, man. That's because you got these gatekeepers, and they not beating the youth right. So this is an example right here. See your man Ricky Ross getting stuffed out. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that shit just resembled the time with Joe in Connecticut when the niggas is running away. They think they're the presidents. They don't even throw a punch. Them niggas in the gym, they losing weight. They getting they showing off for the people when it's time for the action.
Now, hang on a second. Hang on. Cuban Link, for those who don't know what you just spoke about, you're talking about back in the days. I forget the year. Fat Joe and you guys were running thick and deep. Terror Squad. What happened in Connecticut? I forget. But what year was that?
Shit, Connecticut was something like that, where it popped off. It started with me and this other guy. Them niggas is like kingpins out there. But, the dude tried to disrespect me, and I came, I tried to express myself like a gentleman and as a friend because it was cool. Mm-hmm. But the nigga disrespected me extra, so I had to knock the nigga out. Right. So I knocked him out, and then next thing you know, the whole club started wilding on us, throwing guns up in the air and all of that, Once you're in fight mode, though, shit. I mean, my history tells you what I do. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know, but we don't care about the guns. We going, we had no guns with us, but we was face to face in the middle of the war.
When it's time to crash out, it's time to crash out. But now hang on a second. I don't want to just kick Joe's back and kick his back in. He took some hard shots that night to the chin. Yes, if I remember correctly.
Well, no, Joe did the Rick Ross. He had the crew rep for him. Like we was all fighting, like the crew, us, the Terror Squad. And Joe did the whole escape from the back door with my motherfucking gun because, he broke out like he's the president and he did the Rick Ross. He jetted and left. He was already halfway to New York while we still fighting in the club. You understand? I mean,
I was told he got two-pieced and ran out the back door, as you just said. So, okay, it was too many.
Yeah, I don't think he even got punched. I don't even think he just saw the shit pop and he did the Rick Ross shit. He started pushing niggas in front of him and then jetted. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Which is the same shit to me. So I'm just saying, they ain't supposed to be this gangster shit, the boss and all it is. And you know what I'm saying? They talking like they live, you know what I'm saying? They untouchable and all of that. But you see what happens. Yo. You see what happens. Even though it's minor, that's type of minor compared to what we went through. But at the end of the day, it was a real situation. You know what I'm saying? Where he's supposed to show how he fucking carries it.
And what part of Connecticut was that? And what year was that? I forget. What year was that?
That was like fucking 2000. No, that was like 99.
Okay.
98, 99.
What part of
Something
Connecticut?
Like that.
What part was that? I forget.
I was Bridgeport.
Bloodsport.
Yeah, that was the infamous fight. With the Terminator dude. Remember the dude from Brooklyn? All that. He was drug kingpin and he got caught up.
Bloodsport.
All of that shit.
That's what they call that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, shout out to Bridgeport too, man. They kept it funky.
Right, Cuban Link, I'll fuck with your homie, but we don't do shots. I'll fuck with you heavy. But
all right. No doubt,
listen,
bro.
I need to ask you something, man. I don't want to put you in the middle of nothing, man. I'm just saying this.
You always put me in the middle.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm in the middle by default, man. Okay?
I'm concerned, man, about Remy still talking about smacking people. She's almost.
Oh, man, she hasn't learned. Yeah, I see that from a distance.
Come on, man.
I see that from a distance. I gave her the benefit of the doubt also, man. I did a little interview with Panda Chop. Shout to him. And we was talking about that situation, man. It was like, it's sad for me because I knew the kid when he was like 5 years old, man. I was around him. You know what I'm saying? I know his dad and all of that. So it's just like, it was a sad situation for me.
Is his dad alive?
You know what I'm saying?
Is his dad alive?
I'm sorry, what you say?
Remy Ma's oldest son, is his father still alive? Whoever the father is?
I don't know. I don't know he's still alive, but he was a thug dude too. He was, you know what I'm saying? I think he was a blood. He was a blood back then. But you know, he was a street dude. But yeah, I see her going to the BETs. The son has got a 500,000, you know what I'm saying? How you call it? Bail for him to get out, and he's still in there. Wow. And she's over there talking about slapping people. That's already
crazy.
Going off the. I think she fell off the edge, man. Somehow, man. She went back to some bullshit. Or I thought she changed her life. You know what I'm saying? I was proud of her from afar, even though after jail she didn't talk shit. I mean, she didn't even give me a shout out. Shit. As soon as she came out of jail, she went to the beluga whale. Right. You know what I'm saying? So the beluga got her. And it's a wrap, you know what I'm saying? But before that, I was going, before that happened, you know, before she did her time, I was with her with the trial. I was trying to get a deal. I was, you know what I'm saying, being a brother. But I give her love because, you know, when I got cut, like she took me to the hospital. So I always give her love for that.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? But after that, yeah, so I give her that, you know, so that, you know, in my heart.
But
so,
now, Fat Joe cut you. Was it Joe or somebody else? I forget.
Nah, not Fat Joe didn't cut me. That punk ass nigga, he didn't do shit. The only thing he did is stuff me, but I wasn't looking. I was trying to break a fight. And then I fucking rocked him with a 5-piece with coleslaw, you know, the fries and extra with the ketchup and mayonnaise. Okay. And then, you know, he was going over the railing, and then somebody, like the whole team and Jimmy's was holding me, like, you know what I'm saying, like holding me from getting to him. Yeah. After I had him like that, then somebody went behind me and you know, went to draw, you know, on my face from behind. Yeah. So, and it was in the dark. So that's all that happened, you know what I'm saying? But, he has something to do with it. You know, at the end of the day, it's a beluga. The belugas know how to, you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this.
They got extra fins.
Cuban Link.
Yes, sir.
Has Remy ever had like anger management? I mean, it's sad for me to see her talking the way she's talking about smacking people. You know, it's such a bad look. That some organization gave her Woman of the Year, you know, after she came out of the penitentiary, and it's like, sheesh, you know, you grow up for God's sakes.
Yeah, she definitely needs to grow up, man. She definitely. But I mean, you know, again, I don't know. She's living her life. You know what I'm saying? I guess she's trying to live her best life on like a shorty again. You know what I'm saying? Like she's a young girl, and you know, that comes with a mentality. That comes with wisdom that she's supposed to have learned. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? Some remorse and some better morals. You know, especially for the family. And to see her son in that situation and her going at BET Awards, and I would never. I mean, a mother, especially, you know, because moms is moms. Yeah. You know, a father maybe have to go to work. Okay, you know, you give them that benefit of the doubt, but a mother is supposed to be. I'm not saying that she don't feel it in her heart and all of that, but she's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, like trying everything to get her son out of there. You know, regardless. Were
you and Papoose ever cool? Papoose?
Nah, we always shouted out each other from like spaces and stuff like that on the internet. I never met the brother. You know what I'm saying? Me and K-Slay had a little thing because he took Joe's side. So, you know what I'm saying? But he never made like a diss record or nothing. He always kept it funky. Yeah. And, you know, and yeah, Papoose is shit. Look at him. He did everything right, you know, according to men. You know what I'm saying? To faithful men and honest men. Yeah. And stood by his side and all of that. And then you see the.
I want to see Papoose leave her. I want to see Pap leave her, you know?
You know, yeah. I think it was real love for him, though. I think it was real love for him. You know, what I'm saying? It was like
sadly,
love for him.
Sadly, it's sadly it's love.
Yeah, it doesn't feel the same way back. Like Rem loves him like that, but you know, it doesn't seem that way. That's the fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You get caught up on that simp circle. You know, that's heartbreaking. But you know, you gotta be a man, man. We gotta stand up and become who we are. We got nuts, man. Yeah. We you know, we natural leaders, and we, you know. At the end of the day, we old enough to know that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know we get caught up with memories and the good shit, but motherfuckers don't love you. You got to separate yourself. You know, you're hurting yourself more than anything. Yeah. But it is what it is, man. I wish them the best, you know what I'm saying? And what they do, because I'm not a hater. You know what I'm saying? I just see it. But
I am.
I seen the I seen the decline. I seen the decline of Remy when she cheated on Pap. Like you cheated on.
Easy. Cuban Link. We have to say allegedly. We don't know for certain. You know.
He was fucking the Captain Block was sticking cock.
Cuban. You know Cuban. I don't know that.
Okay, sure.
I don't know
allegedly.
Well, you don't know. If you didn't see it, then we can only.
Well, I didn't see it, but you can tell by actions. Like we could tell by actions. Like when you start holding that mute button and you know trying to change the narrative or tell whoever's interviewing you not to ask you things about those things.
Right.
I know it because you know that's PR treat. That's the PR thing. That's what Joe does all day.
I don't.
You know, Joe.
Let me just say this. Let me say, I don't know that to be true. And if Remy tried to sue me, I'm going to give her your information and say,
no. Let's get that.
I got it from Cuban Link.
Nothing to do with this. He didn't. Yeah. Fuck it. I did that. I did that with you, and I got my ass in trouble.
Right.
I did that shit with the paperwork, motherfucker. They put me on blast with that shit. I was like, holy shit!
I forgot.
They're blaming me.
Hang on a second, Cuban. Hold on. Troll babies. Do you remember we were discussing the Fat Joe paperwork? We were asking, is this true? Cuban Link took this shit and say, and you went ape shit. I'll fuck with you heavy, my nigga, but you took that shit, right?
I took it to the chin. I was like, God damn. I was like, no, Star. I got it from Star, man. You the one who blew this fucking whole
Star.
Them motherfuckers didn't care. They was like Cuban. They'll blame me. I was like, oh shit, I'm in trouble now. Now they fucking go shoot Joe. Now I got to get the blame for this shit. Yeah. And then if I gotta apologize at the end because if it's not true, if it's fake paperwork, I gotta apologize. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. So they put me in the middle of that, man. But shit, ain't no regrets. You crazy? You my man.
Well, look,
you
man.
Speak for the truth. You stand up and you speak for the truth. I see you. I see what you do, man. Regardless, all the laughs we have with you and your character and all that, you stand up for something.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? So I respect it about you, and you always did.
I appreciate you, man. And let's stay in touch. I'll be back up in New York next month. Let's you and I talk, man, because we have we have good history, and I would love to see you.
Yeah.
I would love to see you. You know, if you're doing a podcast, great, but you've got so much knowledge, man. I mean, you belong on radio. Let's talk behind the scenes, all right?
No doubt, man.
Let's talk behind the scenes.
No doubt, my brother. I'm here.
Salute.
Love you, man. Shout out to motherfucking Star, man.
Amor de rey.
Salute.
Amor de rey.
Yeah. Amor de rey. Don't touch your shit. Get the fuck out of here, Amor de rey.
Kings love, my nigga. Latin Kings. Come on. Amor de rey.
Oh, no. There's no love for everybody, but don't do that because they don't think I'm a Latin King. I'm not. I've never been.
Hey.
So stop.
Love and respect to the Latin Kings.
Individualism.
Come on, man. Salute. Okay.
Listen, I love all. I love all, man.
My nigga. Salute.
I belong to God. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
All right. Salute. Okay. My nigga, Cuban Link. I say Amor de rey because the Latin Kings were good to me, man. Kings love, huh? What a great fucking outfit. Misunderstood. Misunderstood. You know my appreciation for the Latin Kings. That's all I'm going to say. Hey, salute to Panda Chop. He sent me a text message. He said, yo, Star, Cuban Link is on the line. Florida Boy J, are you tapping in? Or do you want to leave this topic alone, huh? Yeah, man. Jacksonville ain't fucking with this whole, Carroll City quagmire, huh? Miami Gardens. Up there fucking around, getting chin checked. Guys, sit tight on the phones. I'm coming. I don't charge for people to call in, but it helps. Respect the goddamn machine. This is business, big nigga business. Hold on, I have to promote my sponsors. I want to promote my sponsors. It's all about the sponsors. Hold on a second. Oh, Spirit Smooth Tunes on YouTube. Spirit, have you done an Angela Bofil video? Oh, Troll Babies, do you know that name? Angela Bofil? Some people pronounce it Bofil. Hold on. Salute to that Puerto Rican queen. She's gone now. Born in Brooklyn, raised in the Bronx. Puerto Rican mother, Cuban father, born in 1954. Tonight I Give In, 1983. I Try, 1979. You Should Know By Now, 1981. I'm On Your Side, 1983. This Time I'll Be Sweeter, 1978. Puerto Rican and Cuban. We all thought she was just a light-skinned black woman, and we didn't care. We didn't care. The vocals, elite. She was right there with Phyllis Hyman, Patti LaBelle, and Shaka Khan. That's a whole fucking fact. Spirit, are you out there? I'll get back to Rick Ross in a second. She passed away. She had multiple strokes. I think she died in Vallejo, California with her beautiful daughter who was taking care of her. What a flower. What a goddess. 70 years of age. She passed away June the 13th. Angela Bofil. Anybody that old with me? You remember her on Soul Train? Just a little history for you. She was hanging with everybody. Betty Wright, Frida Payne. She was a jazz singer, R&B. I just had to put a little respect on her name. Tajan, I got your donation. He says, I really hate niggas. I'm a Nazi. Let a nigga try me. Yeah, that's Dej Loaf. Oh my goodness. Oh shit. Randy, sit tight if that's you. 209, sit tight, sit tight. Folks, his name is Icarus from British Columbia. I'm not sure if he lives in Vancouver, but he's a real nigga, huh? Punch Rick Ross in his shit, Officer Ricky. I was fucking with Rick Ross, man. Heavy. You know, you guys have heard me talk about Rick Ross. Huh? Oh, and what is Rick Ross's baby's mother's name? Oh, I love her. What is her name? She got the veneers. I love that woman. What is her name? Troll Babies. You know, she got up on the gram early, huh? She had the headscarf on, talking hella crazy. Salute to that woman. What is her name? Is it Tia? Hey, girl. Yeah, she got the clown of that nigga. Tia Kemp. She got to kicking that nigga's back in, huh? Does she do stand-up somewhere? Lex Diamond's got your donation. Thank you. He says, salute familia. Supporting the machine. Thank you so much. Loud. Drake killed that money in California. Okay. Well, listen, if you guys want to entertain all of the Drake conspiracy stuff, okay, but just please just take a minute and go to maps and find out where Vancouver is. It's nowhere near Toronto. Hang on a second. Is Shelby GT out there? Is Ricky Dredd out there? I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. He's lucky he wasn't in Nova Scotia, the home of Pat Stay. Hours and hours and hours and hours away from Vancouver. R.I.P. to Pat Stay as well. Great fucking guy, man. Is that Randy tapping in 209? Randy. Que lo que, my nigga. What's cracking? What's popping? You saw the punch.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm disappointed, bro. That nigga Rick Ross is a millionaire. And he's shown footage of him training and boxing, and he didn't even show us a 1-2. The nigga didn't even throw a combination.
Right.
Like, what's happening?
Right.
Waste of money. He should fire his trainer yesterday.
Yeah.
And he couldn't take a punch for a lick. He ran as soon as his chin got checked. Real niggas, once they get punched in their face, they go, yeah. This is the energy I wanted.
Yeah.
And that's when you get your dick beaters up and you grab the first person next to you and you take them to the ground if you can.
Right.
Like As soon as the security broke everything up, you can see in the video, Rick Ross runs to the gate like, like a frantic white boy. Yeah, he was saying white boy to Drake, but the white boy stood on business and put their dick beaters up. So I give the W to the white boys. Because look, this is a problem Americans have. I don't know if America still stands on business, but you don't go to another place and diss a hometown hero. You never diss a hometown hero. It don't matter if we listen to Drake. That's someone that holds a lot of weight in Canada. That's someone that's put on for Canada. So people are gonna, even if they don't listen to his music, they're gonna not tolerate Drake's slander in their presence.
Okay, I mean, I don't know specifically what set this off, but if you ask,
he played "They're Not Like Us" by Kendrick Lamar.
No, I know that, but there may have been something said on the microphone.
He was probably showboating, white boy, probably talking spicy.
Something crazy, not understanding the history of Vancouver. I mean, it stands on its own. They're not up under Toronto. It's like fucking 5 hours away on a goddamn plane. So if you ask me, Icarus was talking to him at first, yo, slow that shit down, and Rick Ross started talking spicy as he's holding a fucking.
He just wanted Rick Ross to put respect on his name, and Rick Ross forgot, like, yo, bro, you hold no weight in these streets, man. Like, you're not like that.
Yeah.
His chin game and his hands ain't up to par, so he just should have stayed shut when the.
He's a fat nigga and you're out of pocket, but I'm trying to talk to you, fat nigga. Trying to talk to you. Come on.
And bro, I'm just grateful that a Drake Yo the Ruler didn't happen, bro. The last time I saw a brawl happen like that in a concert, a guy got stabbed to death.
Yeah.
So he should be lucky that everybody in his crew made it back to the States, you know?
Yeah.
They would have left his dumbass in Canada if he would have been in the wrong parts, you know, if the GGs would have gotten to him. Ooh. Shout out Top 5, free that man.
Easy. You know, we don't do shout outs, Dominican. Now, hang on.
I'm just trolling.
Yeah, I'm just watch yourself, Dominican.
Flowers.
Now, hang on. Okay, so now, it's back to business, I guess, for Rick Ross. You know, I mean, do you think he now needs to do what Wack 100 did? Wack 100, if memory serves me correctly, when he sucker punched Stitches in Miami, pow, dropped him. Because Game ain't got no hand skills. Stitches was coming up, if you saw this video, coming up to shoot.
Of course, World Star.
Stitches was coming up to shoot the fade by himself with Game. Game didn't want it. Wack when he stepped in, pow. Do you think that Rick Ross should now hire Icarus or give him a deal on Maybach Music to just, smooth this out?
I think Rick Ross should just have better security because the way that those three white boys had that big security guard on his knees and this like he didn't even know where he was at when he got up. He just wanted to go back to the crew. Yeah, I think he should go back to the drawing board and know what not to do when
he should hire Icarus as head of security.
You trolling.
No, I'm as serious as colon cancer.
Paul right now saying that she wants to slap people. The only person she should slap is herself.
Listen. I'm as serious as fucking colon cancer. He should bring him in now. Bring him in close.
That'll make for a good publicity and a great story. But I don't think that nigga's smart enough to think of something like that. He probably thinks that that'll mess up his reputation.
I don't know. I think that would be a boss move. Do you remember the little white boy? I forget where he was from, who was clowning the shit out of 50 Cent and G Unit. This was back in the days, and then 50 flies the little white boy in. I think wasn't he in Canada? Troll babies. 50 flies the little white boy down to G Unit offices, hugging him up and all sorts of shit. Sometimes you gotta pull your enemy in. You know?
Yeah, you can't compare 50, a mastermind, to Rick Ross, bro.
You're right.
50 would have known better to even put himself in that situation. So
right.
I won't give Rick Ross that much credit. His ass was dumb enough to go around rowdy white boys and think stuff will be sweet. Like, bro, you're still a nigga from America. They do not like you.
Yeah. Randy,
but I think it's a shame that Remy Ma right now is not taking accountability for the influence that she set on her son. And I don't think her saying that she wants to do violence to anyone sets a good example or principle for her son that's facing a murder charge right now.
I'm going to say she's a fucking goofy. Randy, good to talk to you.
She's a goofy.
Goofy.
I don't want to bring ethnicity into it, but she's a monkey bitch, bro. She's clearly with the monkey shit.
Say it again, I dare you. Say it again, I dare you.
She's a monkey bitch. What type of person, their son is on trial for murder, and the first response is, I feel like slapping some people. I have 3 in mind.
Yeah.
Like, slap yourself. That's your son. You created that.
Right. You slap yourself, goofy.
Nigga.
Slap yourself, goofy.
Yeah, you made that nigga want to be gang.
Right. Look in the mirror and slap yourself.
When he was a young child, you was locked up. You wasn't even there to set a good example for your son. He probably thought being in the penitentiary makes him a real nigga, just like his mom.
Right. Randy, good to talk to you, man. Salute.
All right, stay up, man.
Stay up, my nigga. Okay. That's Randy from Washington Heights. Yeah. He had to get the fuck out of Dodge. He's in one of those Dominican gangs, for those who don't know. He's out west somewhere. He's working on borrowed time. What was the name of that little white kid that used to shit on G Unit in 50? He died. Hold on a second. What was that? Let me Google that shit. White boy. G Unit. What was that kid's name? And 50 flew the nigga down to the G Unit studios. Do you guys remember that? Anybody remember? I can't remember his name. Guys, on YouTube, again, youtube.com/@SpiritSmoothTunes. Tell them I sent you. Frank White, I see you in the live chat. Salute. Yeah, what was that little white boy's name? You see, that's what... No, it wasn't Mac Miller. Hold on a second. Somebody said Mac Miller. No, it wasn't Slim Jesus. Jesus Christ, you guys don't remember? Okay, they're just talking crazy in there. Anyway, the point is, Rick Ross, if you ask me, should reach out to Icarus and do some business with him. He punched him in his shit. Hold on, this might be the kid's name. Okay, I don't know. I can't figure it out. Okay, someone calling themselves Vanderveer. I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Okay. We're discussing Rick Ross punched in his shit. His crew stomped out. Anybody know the big nigga's name who got manhandled? He was beat senseless. He was on his knees, and there had a white boy kick him in the head. Pow! Rick Ross is standing there pulling up his trousers. Nigga, it was go time. Area code 334. Good evening. Are you there? 334. Monday, are you there? You ready? 334.
Star report.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man?
Oh man, Ricky Ross getting punched in the shit, man. That's premium black news. Never mind the Supreme Court and Donald Trump. Never mind President Biden at Camp David. Let's focus on real news. You ready?
Let's tap in.
Go ahead.
I mean, well, first and foremost, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You got a nigga with at least about $1 million chain on his neck. And I mean, I guess you feel comfortable enough to go away to Canada. You putting this shit out there. I mean, here's my thing. When you got rappers who's been in the game 20 plus years, I don't know if I can give Rick Ross that. You know, we talking about Fulio and how he was just on Instagram, you know, putting his shit out there. Why would you put your shit out there? Does money make us comfortable? Do we get money in millions and then we feel like we can do anything? I mean, they're trying to goddamn throw Donald Trump in the goddamn prison. So if that doesn't, you know, show you anything, then I don't know what will.
Yeah. I heard Rick Ross's jewelry when he travels is costume jewelry.
I mean, but that's the thing, though, Star. Like, if you go back and look at the fucking video, this nigga was bagging up. There's no way that a nigga like that is getting in front of a cat that's about 8 feet tall and that shit fake. I think they be switching that shit out, but I don't think that shit was fake at all.
Well, you could be right, sir, but most rappers, you know, the jewelry that you see them wearing, whether it's in videos or, you know, just posting up on social media, a lot of it is not worth what you think it's worth, and they didn't pay what they claim they paid for it. Do you remember my cousin, Gilly? Gilly used to go around with a diamond tester about maybe...
Hold on, Gilly's your cousin?
Yeah, but don't tell anybody. Gilly used to go around... Gilly used to go around with a diamond tester. Like, but Troll Babies, what was that, 15 years ago? He used to go around with a diamond tester, testing rappers' jewelry. Do you remember that, or is that going too far back?
I mean, I'm born in '97, so that shit might be pushing it. But I ain't going. I mean, my thing is when you see cats like Gilly and Wallow, they on the fucking. I mean, I think Wallow just got a motherfucking Lamborghini and shit. I mean, I think it's just cool.
As he should.
Like that, man.
As he should.
I mean, you're right. Exactly. But you see cats do a bid and come home and do shit like that. I think that shit amazing. So that shit is nothing but amazing.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, but I really think we really should.
I want to see Wallow get his minister's license.
His minister's license.
Yeah.
I mean, but see, that's the thing, though, man. Like, I fuck with Wallow and them, though. But see, it's just the thing that they be having too many rap niggas on their shows.
Well, sir, I'm not asking you to critique what they do up, because I don't do that. But I just, you know, Wallow he's doing God's work right now, and
I can dig it.
And he has paid the cost to be the boss. But go ahead and finish up. We talking about Rick Ross punching his shit. What do you think about should Rick Ross give Icarus some type of a deal with Maybach music? What do you think about that?
I mean, shit, a nigga put his whole body on the line and let about 5 cats. I mean, especially if you get knocked out and shit. What if he didn't sat here and got knocked out? I mean, that might get his nigga a lifetime deal, some shit like that. But I don't know, man. I mean, letting the nigga give you a concussion. And I mean, I seen the nigga on the plane on Instagram, Rick Ross. They all, you know, he's sitting here talking about. It's funny how goddamn, you know, Rick Ross, he already owns Wingstop. As soon as them niggas get on the plane, he's like, well, you know, lunch on me, lunch on me. You should have already been feeding them niggas, man.
I heard he's an investor. He don't really own it.
But see, that's what I'm saying. But why are you like, we be putting on stuff like he own this shit? Like he come off like, like you couldn't. I'm telling you, man. Like you can't. I mean, bro, I just don't get that shit, bro.
Yeah. All right. Hey, man, I gotta take other calls, man. I appreciate you calling in. Salute.
All right, sir.
Yes, sir. Troll Babies, have you gone to Icarus's his IG page? It's Icarus.wolfhouse. He only has 22 posts, 5,585 followers. He's following 1,000 people. New song Wolves out now on Spotify. Wolves. This account is private. Punched the boss right in his shit. Now, he was, in case you didn't pay attention to the video, he was talking to the nigga at first, you know, trying to reason with him. This is Vancouver, not Toronto, which is hours and hours away from here. You're doing too much. Rick, on whatever he was drinking, Is Rick Ross on pills, kids? Is he on Oxycontin? Is he on pills? Is he on Perkies? And then Icarus said, you know what? I'm tired of talking to you. Pow! And I want that big nigga's name who got beat like an old Virginia slave. Oh, they beat that nigga, huh? Nigga got up stumbling and fumbling. Tajan, I got your donation via PayPal. Thank you so much. Okay. Hey, Shanice, I got your donation. Oh, thank you for asking. My squirrels are doing great. My squirrels are doing great. You know, I don't feed them every day because they're I want them to stay, you know, hungry. I don't want that bond where we're like touching and all that sort of shit, you know. So I feed them every other day or 3 days a week, and I film them. Guys, if you have not gone to my other YouTube channel, it's called Squirrel Party. Just go there. It's a feel good channel. Don't go over there, dropping the N-word and talking crazy because we'll get your dumb ass up out of there. But Squirrel Party, okay? Hold on a second. Let me change my showrunner here. Where is the Jace perspective? Jace, are you out there? I want to hear from you. What's cracking? Are you posting new content? Let me also promote My Supreme Well-Being. This is a great platform to go to if you're trying to eat right. This platform here will help you, teach you, if you will, about the difference between farm-raised seafood and other things, growth hormones, Posilac, portion control, mysupremewellbeing.com. Please go there. Tell them I sent you. Okay. We've had those discussions in the past about growth hormones in your food and things like that. A lot of people who have gotten big off of the pig, so to speak, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. There's all sorts of growth hormones in the food that you eat. It's in the livestock. It's in the feed that they eat. A lot of people walking around like mutant Ninja Turtles and shit like that. It's because of what you're eating. Damien, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Oh shit! Wait a minute. Big Elvis, the chef, Rosenberg, is that you, sir? Tapping in on a Monday. Big Elvis.
Big Elvis, the chef, Rosenberg. I am here, star. I am present. Great show.
Please tell me that you've covered this because you've ran with my title, Premium Black News. Have you covered this on your platform?
Yeah, I do Premium Black News, but it's not a black show. You got a black show tonight.
Tonight it's a black show. But listen, I appreciate you running with that name. Have you covered Remy Ma, who, according to hotnewhiphop.com, talking about slapping people? Have you covered that?
No, I haven't covered that yet. I haven't covered that. I will, though. I will.
What type of Premium Black News are you covering? You're not covering the Supreme Court ruling with the former president, are you?
No, because my co-host he just moved to PA.
Okay.
So we just figuring out the next show. So the next show is going to be probably Thursday, and I got to figure out what we're going to talk about. It's going to be at least 2-hour show. We're going to cover at least 2 weeks of topics. So Remy Ma should come up. This Rick Ross thing is definitely going to come up because it answers Tone Talk's question that he posed this week, which was, who is they and who's us? They not like us. Who is us? Who is they? And I think Rick Ross going to Canada proved that Kendrick Lamar truly intended for it to be United States versus Canada. And despite what others are saying about how what's the representation of us? Is it African American? Is it?
Can I jump in for a second, Elvis? With all due respect, I mean, I don't know Tone Talks. You're talking about Tone Talks from ADOS, right?
Right, correct.
Is he still down with Yvette Carnell? I fuck with Yvette heavy. Is he still down with her?
Yeah, lightly. Yeah, they still down, but it's light. He doesn't even call the show anymore.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Well, okay. All right. Well, listen, man, I appreciate you tapping in. Anything you want to make mention with regards to Remy Ma talking about she wants to slap people? You're a father. You're a man of wisdom and knowledge.
Right.
Aren't you bothered by her saying that type of goofy shit in 2024 after serving 8 years in the penitentiary?
Absolutely. It shows her as a person and the parent that she must have been, that she raised a child that is being accused of being paid $1,000 that he split with somebody to take human life. So I lost all respect for
That's alleged. We don't know that to be true. That's alleged. I don't know.
Well, like I said, this is what he's being accused of. I don't know if it's true.
Yeah.
I know this is what he's being accused of. Having to split $1,000 with somebody to take someone's life is despicable, and that directly links to morals, and your moral compass is directly linked to your parents. So we talking about, like, lady, you failed. You truly have failed. You possibly have brought in evil to this world. And who did this child want to be like? Possibly you. And for that, you're despicable.
Oh, Jesus.
And I have to tell you, I no longer am riding with Remy. That's a fact.
Wow.
She needs to be concentrating on how to get this bail reduction and get off the internet talking about slapping people.
Yeah.
I actually called about the Rick Ross thing that I was heavily vested in today, and getting to, looking at all the angles and the cameras and hearing what had to be said. And I have to tell you, Rick Ross, with those knock knees that he has, he can't hold court with somebody in his weight size, in his height range, and for him to be standing in the middle of of this dance floor area was like I was slapping the face to everybody over there, talking. And then the song came on, and as soon as the song said "wop wop wop wop," he got it right to the upside his head, and I think it connected. From what I saw, it connected. And I don't know if Rick Ross retreated as much as people were saying that he was like, I don't know, did he make the beeline out of there, which is okay. You're at a level where you're going to make the beeline when things hit, but we have to be honest. You're not built like that.
Gotcha.
You're physically not built like that with those knock knees, and you ain't built like that. You riding with one security who can't even fight one person. Yeah. You need a security who can take on 2-3 people. Like it's a shame that people, you know what it is? It's just that he's so comfortable.
Gotcha.
He's hanging around all these people that everybody is just so comfortable, so lax. They just so caught up in their own persona. They believe their own mess.
Hey, Elvis, I hate to cut you short. I'm backed up on calls, man. But keep me posted when you go live again on your channel, Premium Black News, so I can promote you.
I would love that. Come on, Star. I'm with it.
Great to talk
with
you.
All right, Star.
So, okay. All right. It's my guy, Big Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg. Star Report back in the building. It's Monday. We're talking about Rick Ross, a.k.a. Officer Ricky, repping Carroll City, Florida. I'm laughing because nobody was shot. Nobody was stabbed, and we have been entertained. I saw this video early this morning. Thank you to the beautiful troll babies. You keep me in the loop on the bullshit. I'm sipping my coffee on the patio. I'm just thinking about how great life is, and as I said, gazing upon the glory. And then an email came in and said Rick Ross attacked. I said, whoa. Well, click right on. I said, he wasn't attacked. He was punching his shit. And again, the media is saying attack. No, he got punched in his shit. And then the people who, handle the situation, gave him time to get out of there. Did anybody in the live chat catch when I'm pretty sure it was Icarus telling Rick Ross's security, walk, get out of here. Troll babies, I could have swore that was Icarus saying, now get up and walk. Again, giving him another chance. Get out of here. Correct me if I'm wrong. He said, now get up. Get out of here. This wasn't a racial thing. Even if he is connected to the Hell's Angels, who cares? Who cares? No, nobody's more racist than black people. That's a whole fact. They just had the BET Awards last night, huh? Oh, speaking of the BET Awards, was it BET or what? What was it? What award did George Michael win back in the days? Oh, had black folk upset. Was that Soul Train or remember George Michael? He won some best R&B. It may have been the Grammys. I forget. And black folks were upset. Okay, they're just trolling. Frank White got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Salute, boss nigga for life. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I'm here to work. Elvis the chef, I got your donation. Thank you, sir. Elvis, keep me posted, man. When you post videos and when you go live, email me, please. And make sure I'm in the loop, man, so I can, get you right in the community section. I appreciate your support. Okay, sir, who are you? You're sending in emails. Did you send in a donation? Okay, he says sent donation. Okay. I'm not hard up for anything, so I don't like to talk with broke niggas. I'm allergic to broke people. He says, Star, do you think Drake will be safe moving around Florida after this? These kids out here ain't playing. Ignorance is bliss, and they will lay Drake down. Sir, Drake has got long Skrilla. Drake, I'm sure, spends money. Rick Ross, I don't think Rick Ross has the money that he claims to have. He's got a mansion in Georgia. Well, I gotta tell you folks something. A mansion in Georgia is worth only a quarter of what a mansion cost up north. He's got a big ass house with no insulation in the walls, I'm sure. A whole lot of property. Clearly, he didn't spend money up in Vancouver. he should have been 20 deep, if you ask me. 20 deep, not necessarily, to show out by way of force, but he should have had about 5 niggas like Icarus on his team. Niggas that's just bout it. Thank you for your donation. Hold on a second. Let's bring in area code 510. Late night, we're talking about Officer Ricky punched in his shit and security beat like an old slave. Are you up to speed? 510?
Yeah, I'm up to speed. I watched it last night. And, I got to be honest, it looked like he didn't really want the action. You know what I'm saying? He tried to get through there, and he was like, nah, I'm going to let them deal with it. I don't know if he's thinking about promotion or because he seemed like a business first type of guy. But something that I don't think anybody's thinking about. So you remember he got into it with Vlad, right?
Yeah, but the video came out this morning, not last night. You saw it this morning?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I meant this morning. I didn't sleep too well, but yeah, this morning. And I kind of really want to see like if Vlad gonna be posting the flashback videos of Rick Ross's name in it, because they got into it back then. I ain't trying to stir a pot.
We never saw video footage of that. You know what I'm saying? That's not me trying to protect Vlad. Vlad and I are friends. I respect Vlad, but we see a video now. A video, it's a different day and time. We see niggas pump faking We see people getting it in, and we see niggas, you know, who step back after they get the drink knocked out of their hand and the fucking cigarette, and all they're doing is pulling up their trousers. Right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, you're right.
Can I ask what state you're calling from, sir? State you're calling from?
I'm calling from California.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What area? You don't have to say exactly what location, but what area in California?
I'm in the Bay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, hang on. Stay with me. My first trip to the Bay was in 1990, and when it's go time out there, it's go time. Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's go time. So now, you don't have to agree with me. Was it not go time for Rick Ross up there in Vancouver? He got punched in your shit by a white guy named Icarus. Was that or was that not go time?
Oh yeah, it definitely was. I mean, out here, he definitely would have. People would have questioned him like, "Yo, what was up with that?" You know, because he was supposed to go down with him. That's really, I mean, not go down, but you know, at least try to help. You know, the bodyguard. You know what I'm saying? But he just stayed back. And out here, like, you know, they ain't how we get down out here.
Yeah.
You know.
Listen, I'm no tough guy, but when it's go time, it's go time. Go time. Well.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But again, he come from a business type mindset. So I think he thinking about promotion and all that. And then it's like maybe he got a little scared or whatever. You know, he figured, you know, the bodyguard would handle it. You know, but he talked a lot of stuff in his records. So I would have thought he would have got at least one of the three that was, you know, kicking and stomping dude, kicking him in the face and all that.
If you ask me, this is strike two. This is strike two for Rick Ross. Do you know when strike one happened? It was back when he flew into Detroit to do a show, and Trick stopped the bag. Trick wouldn't even let Rick Ross and his team go in to perform the concert. Remember that? Or was that going too far back?
Yeah, it sounds familiar, but no, I don't remember that one.
I'm as old as dust. Trick shut it. Trick shut it down. He said, nobody performing here tonight. Shut it down. Now, let me just say this, and I'll give you the last word. You see, this is why I don't think Drake sent any goons. If Drake would have given a bag, let's say, or anything to Hell's Angels or Icarus, Rick Ross never would have even performed. They would have just shut the shit down off the rip. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and agree. Yeah, I'm gonna agree.
Well, you don't have to agree with me. Give us your own assessment and finish up. So you have the floor. I appreciate the call. Go ahead.
Well, see, the thing is that I don't think he had a lot of people with him, even though he had a lot of people come to see him, you know, obviously, you know, but I don't know. I think he just probably would have came up with something and, you know, probably not performed, but because he probably feel like he ain't got to. I mean, the dude, you know, go by the boss and, you know, he feel like he got the money to just be like, oh, forget it. I ain't even got to deal with that no more.
Okay.
I mean, deal with that. You know, this time around, I'm gonna just go ahead and, you know, that's what I think of it.
I appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Yes, sir. I want to hear from you folks. You don't have to agree with me. I want to entertain all sorts of conspiracy bullshit tonight. Yes, I do. I'm going to pull back on Remy Ma, guys, unless you want to, you know, join in the conversation. But I really think she's too old to not know better. That's the point I'm trying to make here. She's too old not to know better. She looked crazy to me. She looked desert thirsty. Stop it. Stop it, you know? Area code 604. You tapping in from Vancouver. 604? Yes, no, maybe. 604? Are you there?
Yo, what up? What up, Star?
Yes, sir. How are you, man? Cracking.
Yeah, good.
Okay, sir, are you talking? What are you doing? Don't look in the live chat. You called me. You're calling from Vancouver, yes? Come on. Pick up the pace.
Yeah, I was calling. Yeah, like, sorry, it's a bit delayed. Yeah, but yeah, Rose got slapped.
Yeah.
Rose got slapped and gone. But yeah, I mean, yeah, shit happens. Like, you're gonna get caught slipping, sometimes.
Can I ask you to turn down the laptop or tablet and just talk to me on the phone so it won't be so much of a delay? Now, are you born and raised in Vancouver?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you
born
know?
And raised.
Okay. You guys
been listening to you for a while,
Thank you,
yeah,
man.
but
thank you. You guys never won the Stanley Cup out there, right? So
yeah,
so shit's turned up, yeah? Shit's turned up.
For sure. I don't know how you knew that, but yeah, like you already knew that. I don't know how you knew that, but yeah, we turned up out here because we haven't won the fucking Stanley Cup.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah. No, yeah. So yeah, man, that shit happens. Like you're gonna get caught slipping in a place like that. I know Rose was talking some racist shit. So the Drake thing too, like just bumping that Kendrick song, like
yeah,
you got to be careful.
Violation,
especially when you're in a different country like that.
Violation, And I don't. If I can just say this, I'll let you finish up. Let's take our time. There's no rush here. A lot of people from the States, Americans. I'm a proud American, but they don't know geography. They have no fucking clue that Vancouver is nowhere near Toronto. Right? It's nowhere near Toronto.
No, it's not. Like I compare it like L.A. and New York.
Right.
Pretty much like
right. That's a great comparison.
Yeah.
Great comparison. So Rick Ross, thinks he's talking to a Toronto crowd. He thinks he's flexing, and Vancouver is like, well, wait a minute, man. What the fuck are you doing? You're out of pocket. We haven't ran down on you. What's up, man? And you ever heard of Icarus, the rapper who punched him? Pow.
Yeah, I've heard of those guys. Yeah, they're from around here, Mercury's and those guys.
Yeah, Mercury's he's down with Snoop Dogg, so I can't say racism. Icarus he's a real nigga. He's a real nigga.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, it was just Rick Ross, man. He just thought like he wasn't with some proper people out there, and even his fucking security guard, man, that guy stood his ground. At least Rick Ross could sneak out the back there, but yeah, that happens. So
the security had titties like Rick Ross. Are we sure he wasn't a transgender security? The fuck?
Yeah.
Nigga Star Wallet. Hey man, I appreciate the call. Anything else you want to say? What's the temperature like out there? You guys, I'm sure this is still a big discussion. Yes.
Yeah, for sure. It's popular out here. Like Drake, I don't know if Drake had anything to do with that. You never know. Yeah, man, he's like so like that. You can't come out here playing that kind of stuff and just thinking nothing's gonna happen to you. I mean,
yeah. All right.
Yeah, he was out here. I'm sure he didn't have the proper people around him because it's hard to get into Canada. Like the gunplay wasn't there and stuff like that. But I don't know. Yeah, shit happens, and that's it, man. That's all I have to say.
Let's put some respect on Icarus' name, man. Good to talk to you. Salute.
For sure, respect.
For sure.
Thanks, bro.
Okay, all right. Tapping in from Vancouver. Guys, that's nowhere near Toronto. People tell yo, Drake sent the goons. 5 hours away on a plane. I mean, of course, he could send some cash apps, but I'm sure Drake is still fucking heated over the goddamn battle with Kendrick to the point where Drake would want to see some blood or something, Didn't he like some type of video or some post on the gram? I don't know. Michael, I got your donations. Star, strike 2 was when Gunplay got stomped out. Yeah, Gunplay's a good nigga. I spoke to him on the phone, man. Stomped out by G-Unit at the BET Awards and had to sit next to Ross looking effed up. Oh, wow. Well, was this strike 3 then? Is this strike 3 for Rick Ross? Somebody said Icarus is not going to have a career. Well, sir, I don't think Icarus gives a fuck about a career. You see, that's the thing. When you don't give a fuck, you don't give a fuck. His IG page is private. He's not even looking for fucking new followers. It's got the blue check mark, Icarus.wolfhouse. He's on go time. He's on real nigga time. I'm talking to you, fat boy. You all out of pocket? You up on a microphone, out of shape, thinking you somewhere over near the 6. This is Vancouver. We ain't got no Stanley Cup. Fuck is you saying? Pow! All right, one more call, guys, and let's call it a night. 951, good evening. Are you up to speed? This is Premium Black News. Rick Ross punching his shit. 951. You're my last caller. Are you there? Are you ready? Put down the Coke straw. Let's go. 951. Jeez.
What's going on, Star?
Yes, good evening. Come on.
Good evening. Yeah, this is Shauna from Harlem.
Hey, baby.
But I live in Cali.
Hey, baby.
What's going on?
What's cracking, girl?
Well, I don't really care about Rick Ross. My beef is with Remy Ma.
Come on, girl. I've been waiting for this call all night. Let's go. Am I crazy? Isn't she doing too much? Damn near 50, talking about slapping people. Come on.
She's straight retarded. You just did 8 years, my nigga.
Yeah.
You come out, you still on top. You got all the niggas behind you. You still doing your thing. You had your husband behind you, but you come and smash some lame ass nigga that don't even have the type of money you got. She's just retarded. All across the board.
Right.
Straight blessed. And then now shit is trash. Like your son, you supposed to teach them the right way, but she taught that nigga how to be a dun-dun-dun. $1,000? Are you
say it again for these niggas who don't know that type of New York slang? A dun-dun-dun. Say it again.
Oh, you a dun-dun-dun. When you a dun-dun-dun, you just dumb.
Yeah.
Dumb dummy.
Dumb.
Straight dumb.
Right.
I don't understand her. She's doing shows. She's supposed to be a role model to her kids. She already messed up on her relationship with the homeboy Papoose. Papoose type did that on his own too, because he was a little soft. You can't be really nice to females because they think you're a punk.
Simping.
You gotta be nice and mean at the same time. He was too nice, so she wanted to be a thug. That nigga was a female, so that didn't work out.
Right.
I salute niggas who take care of their wives and girlfriends and all that, but he was just doing too much. He was not thugged at all. Only to niggas, but you gotta be thugged to your female too. So that's where he messed up at too. As far as her son is concerned, he deserves every little thing that he gets because that nigga is just dumb. $1,000, and then Remy Ma's trying to spaz out because I heard that the dude, God bless his soul, that got shot by her son or however that happened, that was Nicki Minaj's cousin.
That's what I heard, but I have no proof. Is he related to her husband or Nicki?
Nicki, the guy that got killed, God bless his soul, from Remy Ma's son. That's the guy that he was some big baller or whatever from wherever he was, but
Queens.
That was supposed to
Queens
be
nigga.
Okay. Let's see, Harlem don't rock with Queens, so I wouldn't know.
That's a fact. Let's go. That's a fact.
No offense. But
come on.
Word. But yeah. I think It don't make no sense. So I don't have facts that is, but that's what I heard, that the guy that got killed was Nicki Minaj's cousin. And Nicki and Remy is already in some type of beef. So I'm hoping that dumbass Remy didn't, tell her son,
Easy. We don't want to try and, say something that we have no proof, because he's
allegedly.
Yeah, let's not even say allegedly. He's charged with a serious crime, first-degree murder. So let's just leave that to law enforcement. But go ahead and finish up. I'm glad we're ending the show with this Remy Cole, because I am appalled that she's sitting around talking about, when I see 3 people, I'm slapping them. No, you're not.
Slapping who? She can get beat up, slapped, just like Rick Ross got slapped. It's not wrong. I mean, really. And I think she lost her credibility on top of everything, which is toe up. Like, she just, she disgusts me, like, for real.
Yeah.
All across the board with that big head nigga she was smashing. That nigga ugly, too. You couldn't even find a shorty. Like, come on now. It's just toe up.
Yeah. Listen, I appreciate the call. You have a wonderful morning. Evening, what's left of it. And thank you for chiming in. Thank you so much.
You dope star.
Thank you, baby. Okay. All right.
I just need a reason. I just need to know what's on your mind. Tell me what you're needing. You can call my name, I'll be around. Dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da, dum dum. The sky is falling, dum dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da. That will keep you safe and sound. Dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da, dum dum. The sky is falling, dum dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da. That will keep you safe and sound. Dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da, dum dum. The sky is falling, dum dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da. That will keep you safe and sound. I just need a reason. I just need to know what's on your mind. Tell me what you're needing. You can call my name, I'll be around. Dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da, dum dum. The sky is falling, dum dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da. That will keep you safe and sound. Dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da, dum dum. The sky is falling, dum dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da. That will keep you safe and sound. Dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da, dum dum. The sky is falling, dum dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da. That will keep you safe and sound. I just need a reason. Bye.